I'm Sam Crowe, Director of Public Health for Dorset and BCP Councils, with a COVID-19 update. Now, as I'm sure you'll have seen over the past couple of days, the country's facing a huge increase in COVID-19 cases. So it's important to understand what we can do over the next few weeks to keep ourselves and our families safe over the Christmas period. Fortunately, at the moment, we've only got a small number of Omicron cases in Dorset, but for weeks now we've been seeing the end of the Delta pandemic, and there's still been a huge number of cases locally in our community circulating because of the Delta variant. But over the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'd expect the situation to change quite quickly. I think we're likely to see increasing numbers of Omicron cases. And what we know so far is that this virus does appear to be much more transmissible than even Delta. So although we don't know that it's going to be more severe, the important point that we're worried about is that it's likely we're going to see many more cases, and it would have to be much less severe than the Delta variant for that not to have an impact in our hospitals. As I'm sure you're well aware, hospitals are under pressure at the moment. Almost all areas in England have declared incidents because of the pressure on health and social care services, and that's what led to the government changing the alert level from 3 to 4. So at this time, it's really important that not only do we think about those public health measures to try to slow the transmission of the virus, but also think about the other ways that we can relieve pressure on our health and care services. So over the next few weeks, the local NHS is obviously embarking on a huge effort to ramp up the provision of the booster vaccine. Not only are they aiming to provide that booster to all of the new groups that have been opened up since the Prime Minister's address on Sunday, but they're also continuing to offer first and second doses to anyone who hasn't yet come forward to receive their vaccine. So please do look out for those opportunities. There'll be many more opportunities to book a slot, or if you want to be called by your GP surgery, the amount of provision by primary care is expected to double over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So please do be patient while those additional offers are brought online. It does take a bit of time to stand this up, particularly to find the vaccinators and the support staff to run these sites, but there will be a number of additional sites stepping up in towns across Dorset and BCP Council. So in the meantime, please be patient, bear with very hard-pressed teams that are doing their best to deliver this in very difficult circumstances. So as this vaccination effort is rolled out over the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm asking the public to please be patient and also be aware that there may be some non-urgent services like primary care services that could be cancelled at short notice. So although you'll be able to still get care in an emergency, please think twice before trying to access health and care services at this particularly busy time. So once again, I'd really like to thank you all for playing your part and continuing to do all that you can to try to reduce transmission. What we know so far is that the vaccination programme, although it's really effective at keeping people out of hospital, it won't be enough to necessarily slow or stop transmission, particularly due to the Omicron variant. So over these next few weeks, again, I'm asking you to do all you can and remember those old friends: hands, face, space and fresh air. If you can avoid unnecessary social mixing, please do think twice before joining large groups, particularly in the run-up to Christmas. What we know is that this virus thrives in indoor environments where lots of people are circulating and there may not be adequate ventilation. So please do think very carefully. I would really hope that you can enjoy spending Christmas safely with your loved ones and close friends and family. So just think twice before taking unnecessary risks in the run-up. Enjoy Christmas safely.